Hello everyone, my name is StarShine, and in the last episode we got all these diamonds. Not all of them, but quite a bit, 12. And today I think we should work on having some better gear. And I think we should start by making ourselves a little bit of an enchantment table. So let's do that. Where are my books? Over here and here. Our very first enchanting table. Let's put it here. And we have it. Alright, so now I'm going to work on getting some books all around. And alright, so we've got this enchantment set up. As you can see, there is already some enchantments. And now, I guess we have to make ourselves the tools. So, let's take some sticks. I hope these are going to be enough. And I would say the first thing we need is an axe, because we have a wood chopping business, so that's very useful. We are definitely going to need 2 pickaxes, one for fortune and one for silk touch, because this one is pretty much broken down. And I would say, since we already have like this sword, and we don't need one, and maybe we can get a shovel. And now, what should we get? Diamond pants or a diamond hoe? I think a hoe could be more useful. So, or maybe not. I'm going to just hold on to these 7 diamonds. Okay, so we got these 4 and the sword, which we are going to have to add. But I have close to 0 levels. I mean 16, but I need 30 for each and every single one of these. So I guess I'll have to go ahead and trade a bit with these guys. I've set up a sugarcane farm there, and I guess I'll be back when I get enough levels. So I'm back with 32 levels, and as you may see, some things happened in between. So it turns out that trading with villagers isn't that effective, and as you can see, I tried and expanded my sugarcane farm. Still, it was super slow. So I started working with smelting, and I used bamboo because it's cheap. And as you can see right now, it barely gives any XP. So that didn't work either. So then I decided to try and fight for some XP, and yeah, I died here. One creeper exploded and killed me, and the other creeper exploded and killed my stuffs. Luckily I only had the sword and the bow, so now I only have this crappy bow, which is really crappy, so we'll have to get ourselves a better bow soon-ish. When that didn't work, I decided to go to the Nether for some XP. And this one actually worked, and I got myself a whole lot of nether quartz and got 32 levels. And also, while I was doing all this stuff, this thing popped up. Definitely no chest behind base. And I know who did this. I'm pretty sure I know who did this. Sarah must have done this, because in the last episode we put a similar sign in his base saying definitely no chest under the carpet. So I guess he wanted to do the same, and lo and behold, there is a chest behind my base. So let's see what we got there. Okay, I'll take it. I need this. I know. I kinda know why, because we played a bit together, and he recorded probably some stuff, and I messed with him a lot because I like to mess with people. Alright, so let's go ahead and do a little bit of enchanting. I already bought some mending books because let's face it, I'm going to need those. And let's go take this. I'll leave it here for now. And let's enchant. Okay, whatever. Let's go for efficiency 4 over here. Fortune 3. Really? I don't need fortune on an axe. And I don't have enough levels already. Alright. So we have an efficiency 4 fortune 3 axe, which is not really useful. So yeah, real nice. And I guess this is back to trading, mining for quartz for me. I think I'll be back when I get 40 levels. Alright, so we are back with 40 levels, as you can see. And let's try to enchant something, and let's hope it will be a bit better. Alright, last time when I got efficiency 4, it also gave me fortune, so let's... Nah, of course, only efficiency. Oh my. And now what it is? Efficiency 3? You've got to be kidding me. Bane of Arthropods? Really? Okay, Silk Touch. That's kind of efficiency 4. Not great. Efficiency 4. What do we have over here? Sharpness 3. Not too great. Unbreaking 3. Okay, I don't like these. Silk Touch, not bad, but yeah, nothing amazing. Guess I'll settle for sharpness too. So we have fortune on our axe, which is not helpful. We have a Silk Touch pickaxe, which is okay. We have Unbreaking 3 efficiency, which will save us a tiny bit of book buying, so that's alright. And now we should, I think, get ourselves an anvil to put mending on, and I of course have to put also mending on this elytra. All mended up, and now I can safely-ish wear this elytra. Woohoo! Alright, so I'm feeling a tiny bit better now, and I'd say we should go for our very first flight. Ah, it feels so good. And now that we have some decent tools, I think we can go ahead and gather some resources for our today's project, which is a gold farm. Alright everyone, so I've got some obsidian, and on the other side of this portal now we have, yes, scaffolding. This one goes right up to the nether roof, and we'll have to go up there and get ourselves on top of the nether ceiling. And I'll have to build a portal there, and I forgot my flint and steel. I'll be right back. Alright, flint and steel acquired, and we are at the top here. And if I remember correctly, all you have to do to get to the nether ceiling is find a block that is over here at 127. Get up a ladder and throw an underpearl. Yes! Yes, this is it! Alright, so this is where my ladder is, so I think I'll put my portal here. I'm not sure if anyone else is at the top of the nether just yet, but if not, then I guess I'll be the first one. And here we have it. Our portal. And now let's light it up and do a special command that allows me to know where to put a portal in the overworld for it to match with this one. And that's trigger, I think, NC in overworld. Y128. Alright, so let's see if it will create another portal or not. And nope, it didn't create one, and I now have to go to sleep. Alright, so now we have to go just 2 stacks of blocks up and build a portal there. And I'm not going to put any ladders here because I have an elytra and we'll be able to just fly up there. I'll meet you when I get to the top. Alright, so 128 is here, and now I think we should just build a little bit of a platform so that it's easy to land on it later on. Alright, here we go. And now let's build this little portal. Monument of Truth. Let's see if this takes us to the top of the nether. Yes, it does! Hooray! Okay, so we are here. Now I have an easy way to get up to the nether roof where we will build our huge gold farm and back to the overworld. Alright, so now I have to go to the nether and mine myself a whole lot of these because this is what the farm is going to be made of, so that we don't get regular piglins and everything else, to be honest. Alright, so I guess I'll meet you when I've got a shulker or 2 or more of this stuff. Alright everyone, so you might notice I don't have my armor, I have no levels, and my tools are unenchanted. And that's because I died in lava. And there is no hope. I literally fell into a pit of lava. So bye-bye all of my items, plus an elytra, but luckily I managed to collect some diamonds from my shop, and actually had just enough to get all the tools back and have enough for an elytra. But I think I'm going to wait with buying the elytra, at least until I'll have mending for my elytra. So I guess I'll go ahead and try to get some mending books, try to maybe get some XP, and I'll go buy an elytra and we'll be kind of back to normal. I'll definitely leave most of the tools. I'll only take a pickaxe, and I'm not even sure if I'll take the diamond one. Okay, see ya when I'm somewhat more established and I hopefully have some magma blocks. Alright, so I asked Sky if I could buy an elytra off of him because, yeah, I died, and I know he has some because he fought the Ender Dragon like 20 times. And I would buy an elytra from the end shop for 10 diamonds, which I had, but the end shop is out of stock, at least for elytras. And here we have it. I heard you died. Here's an elytra. Some spruce logs and quartz pillars would be nice and help me with my build velocity. Alright, so he gave me an elytra and he needs spruce. And he needs quartz pillars. I I don't have quartz pillars, but I do have quartz. And since we are going to make the gold farm, and therefore we'll pretty much make a crap ton of gold, which will in turn give us pretty much infinite quartz, I will gladly give him some of these. And I'm going to go to the shopping district right now and take some spruce from my shop. I think this is all the quartz I have, pretty much, except the one that's in the shop. And I'll get like 2 stacks. I'll give him 2 stacks of spruce. Okay, so I've met Sky here, so I'm just going to give him all the stuff. I took all the quartz pillars with me and spruce. 2 stacks. He says he has armor, and that's amazing because I've been rocking iron for a long time. Alright, so I'll get back to you when I'm at his base. Alright, so we are at his base. It is kind of infested and I'm not fighting because I don't even have anything to fight with. Alright, so he is giving... Oh my goodness, this is so good. Thank you. Alright, so Sky gave me this helmet, these leggings and these boots. Alright, so I guess I'll help him find his elytra and go back home. Alright, so I'm back home after paying Sky for the elytra he gave me, and he also gave me some armor. To be honest, this is the best armor I had for a while now. So I'm going to do a bunch of stuff here and I'll be right back. Alright, so now that we have an elytra, and then I put mending and unbreaking on it, I would say we should buy ourselves 2 shulker boxes. And they are 2 diamonds each, and they are in the Enchanting, in the shopping district. So I'll go buy those and I'll go mining for some more magma. Alright, so we are quite a bit later and I've managed to collect this much of everything. There's nothing here. And I'm going to risk taking my elytra and all these 3 things with me to build that huge gold farm we are going to build. Whoa. And let's go through this portal. Alright, so we are here on the other side, and for some reason there's a piglin here and there is a sign of life, so that's really nice. And what we have to do now is, I think, take this now. This one? Nope. This one. And get some of this cobble and find the right biome. And the right biome is the nether wastes. So I'm going to be placing this cobble and walking around, and I hopefully find the nearest nether wastes. Alright, so our portal is right there, and now I think we should start by getting ourselves to 128 blocks up, and I think I'm going to give myself a little bit more space just to make sure the whole farm will fit. And since I got exactly 128 scaffolding, this should be just easy. If you're wondering, I'm planning to do the same farm that Mumbo Jumbo made on his HermitCraft series. I'll put a link to his video in the description. and he has a farm made, alteration of the farm made by Raceworks, whose video I'll also put in the description. And to that Racework design, someone else made whose name I don't remember, made a block by block tutorial, which I'm also going to put in the description. So make sure to check that all of these guys out if you haven't already. And I guess we'll jump into a little bit of a time lapse. Right, so we are done, pretty much. We only need to get a zombified pigman who has these beautiful boots on and make sure he's somewhere there. I'll have to look up how far exactly, and we'll be able to test this farm out. But you may notice that this farm looks way more finished than I left off on the time lapse. And that's because when I recorded it, everything was fine. And then when I went on to try to do the replay thing, it was like only blue sky and nothing else throughout the whole replay. I don't know what happened. I filmed this in like 4 parts, and one of them was like this blue thing, and one of them even disappeared, so I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I guess we'll go ahead and I'll try to find a pigman who is willing to put the shoes on so it doesn't despawn, and we'll put him where it needs to be. So we are back, and I had to place the piglin with boots right over there. I think you can just see him right through there, and I think that when I sit here, he is going to see me and aggro every thing around it. So I think we should now test this little system by shooting an arrow at any of these piglins or whatever, and they should start falling in here for me to easily kill. And yes, I moved my whole enchanting setup here just because I'm going to get levels. So let's test it out. Okay, I'm sitting here. Lag spike. Oh no. Okay. Oops. Okay, I know what happened. I forgot to put trapdoors. There. Because there were supposed to be trapdoors that I forgot were supposed to be there. Yeah. But it's okay because I luckily have the thing accessible via the ladder and scaffolding. So I guess I'll be back when I'm there and we'll make a second test. Alright, so I've put these trapdoors here and I also slabbed everything just to be sure. And over here I of course have to keep the sparrow because yeah, that's the only spawnable spot, so it shouldn't be that bad considering I stand here. So I will kill this pigman who spawned here somewhere before I slabbed it, and we'll test it for real this time. Let's see. Okay, this works. Oh my goodness, I need to get the volume down. Okay. Well, it's actually quite good. Okay, so I'll be back when I get 30 levels and we'll see what we got. Alright, so my elytra is all fixed up and I got 30 levels, so let's see what we've got in our storage system. Okay, 2 gold ingots and some nuggets, a lot of swords. I mean, it took me like 2, maybe 3 minutes, so maybe even less. So I would say that's a good deal. And there's just so many of them. Alright, so let's see what we can enchant. This is knockback, and I don't like knockback. Efficiency 4 and efficiency 4. Okay, let's go. Unbreaking 3, not that great, not bad either. Okay, I think I'll go get all the rest of my stuff and enchant it. So I'll be back in a second. Alright, so I'm back, and the good news is they are not aggroed at me, so that's real nice. And I'll just stay here and whack my sword and I'll let you know what I got. Alright, so after maybe, I don't know, 5 minutes, we've got everything enchanted, and this is what I got on the sword, on the axe. Both pickaxes are pretty much the same, and shovel. And I like these boots, I really like them. Alright, so this episode was full of mishaps and death and everything else, but I'm really happy we finally got a gold farm up and running and that we actually have gear. I still need to put mending on everything, but I guess I'll do that off camera. And I'm just so happy everything actually worked out in the end. So I'd like to thank you all so much for watching, and if you enjoyed it and want to see more, feel free to like, comment and subscribe. And remember, the link to our fan Discord is in the description, as well as everyone else from this series. So be sure to check everyone out, and see you all next time. Bye! Oh, and of course, the videos about farms are also in the description, so be sure to check out those if you make the same farm I did.